Pay attention to this woman. March 3rd, 2021, 9:34 p.m., South London. She's walking home. Phone pressed to her ear, talking to her boyfriend about tomorrow's plans. Just another Wednesday night. But watch that white car behind her. It's moving slowly, too slowly for normal traffic, not passing her, just following. She has no idea. Moments later, on a nearby street, he makes his move. Watch this man walk up to her. Look at that uniform, Metropolitan Police, white shirt, black vest, the authority of the badge. He shows her something, his police ID. She barely even looks at it. Why would she? He's a cop. And look at her face. She's smiling. She's smiling because she knows she hasn't done anything wrong. This is probably just a COVID violation or something. She'll clear it up at the station. No big deal. Watch him put those handcuffs on her wrist. She doesn't fight, she doesn't run, she doesn't scream for help, because this is what we're taught to do our entire lives. When a police officer stops you, you comply. You trust the badge. That woman is Sarah Everard, 33 years old, marketing executive, daughter, sister, friend. And that man who just handcuffed her, that's Wayne Couzens, 48-year-old Metropolitan Police officer, Parliamentary and Diplomatic Protection Unit, armed, trained, sworn to protect. But this isn't an arrest. This is a kidnapping. And Sarah has absolutely no idea that she will never make it to any police station. She will never see her family again. She will never have that dinner tomorrow with her boyfriend. Because in less than 3 hours, Wayne Couzens will rape and murder her in isolated woodland in Kent. That smile you just saw, that trust in the badge, that's what he used to kill her. To understand how this happened, we need to go back a few hours. 8:30 p.m. that same evening. Sarah stops at Sainsbury's in Brixton Hill. She's buying wine. She's heading to her friend's house in Clapham to catch up. Just a normal Wednesday night. But while Sarah was making plans with friends, Wayne Couzens was making plans too. 4:47 p.m. Earlier that day, Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Watch him pick up this white Vauxhall Crossland, a hire car, not his personal vehicle. Listen.
Yes, it is. Yeah, okay, no. I did. How indeed? Yes, I am.
Didn't we do that every night? Randomly, like when you work, friends, family.
Yeah. And now you put me on the question now. 07714 418 001.
An untraceable vehicle. This wasn't random. This was planned. 9:15 p.m. Sarah leaves her friend's house. She's taking the familiar route home, a 1.5 mile walk through an area she knows well. 9:32 p.m. She's still on the phone with her boyfriend, still talking about tomorrow, still completely safe. She has no idea that 2 minutes from now, a Metropolitan Police officer is going to fake arrest her using COVID restrictions as an excuse, and she'll never be seen alive again. Now, let me show you something that'll make your blood run cold. This is Wayne Couzens. At a BP gas station, 2:30 in the morning, 1.5 hours after he murdered Sarah Everard, Look at him, just casually, browsing, picking up drinks, buying hot chocolate and apple juice. No panic, no guilt, no sign that anything is wrong. He looks like any other customer stopping for a late-night snack, except he just strangled a woman to death with his police issue belt. March 5th, 2 days later, watch what he buys: a jerry can filled with petrol. You know what that petrol is for? To burn Sarah's body. And this audio was recorded while he was literally burning her body in the woods.
Yeah, I was wondering if I could book my dog in for the vet so I can have a discussion about issues, please. It's Cousins, Couzens. Is Maddie. That's the one. No, that's fine. I work shift work, so either, let me think, but would it be possible the Friday the 12th? Sometime after 3:30? That would be brilliant. Yep, no, that's fine. We think she's suffering from like separation anxiety, and we have tried absolutely everything. We've tried sort of like to give her puzzles and bits and pieces, treat puzzles and everything. We take her for walks every single day, but we've been told, I've got a camera set up as well, but we've been told reliably by our neighbours, so we know there's issues, and she just barks and howls constantly all day. But obviously when we're there, and then when we come home, she's like so excited and worked up that she kind of wheezes and she's shaking, but where she jumps up and she's got longer claws, she like scratches the kid, she scratches us, not all by accident, but we're just wondering, we have read online about if it gets to quite a bad degree of separation anxiety, then potential medications like try and calm her down. So that's what we want to talk to the vet about, really, and a way forward with it. Yep. Okay. That would be really appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
He's booking a vet appointment, discussing his dog's medication, making plans for Friday, while Sarah Everard's body burns behind him. After burning her remains, he goes to B&Q, buys builder's bags. Those bags will carry what's left of Sarah to a nearby pond where he dumps her like garbage. And then he goes home to his wife and 2 children, acts completely normal, takes his kids to play in the exact spot where he burned Sarah's body. March 9th, 6 days after Sarah disappeared, police have been tracking cell phone data, CCTV footage, the rental car records, and it all leads to one person. Watch this. They ask him directly, "Do you know where Sarah is?" And Wayne Couzens, he lies. He spins this ridiculous story about being blackmailed by an Eastern European gang. Claims they forced him to kidnap women. Says he handed Sarah over to men in a van with Romanian plates. Says she was alive when he last saw her.
So we're here to talk to you about Sarah. I'll show you a picture. Do you know Sarah?
I don't know.
Okay. Sarah went missing. I'll show you some pictures of her on the day.
Okay.
Sarah went missing on Wednesday, and her parents obviously and her family are really worried about her now. The inquiry that's been conducted so far has led us to come and speak to you about it and to see what we know about Sarah, okay? So, would you like to, do you know where Sarah is?
No.
Right. Okay. Do you know anything about what happened to her?
I know that she went missing up in London somewhere. What, about a week ago or so? Just from what I got on the news.
Okay. Have you ever personally met her?
No, not personally, no.
Have you had any interactions with her at all?
No, why would I have personal interactions with her?
Well, it's very difficult because I can't go into a lot of the evidence because obviously that would require, that's not part of what an urgent interview is, okay? This interview is just about trying to find her.
Sure.
She's been missing for a while now.
I'm sat in handcuffs and you're asking me what I know her, so you must have something to say that I know her.
Well, as I said, you've been arrested on suspicion of kidnap, and we believe that you've been involved in her disappearance and taking her away from her family.
Okay.
So we are trying to find her. Obviously, everybody is very worried about her. She's got, parents. She's got, she's got siblings. She's got a boyfriend. There's a lot of people that care about her.
Sure.
If you've seen her on the news, the number of people that are reaching out about her.
Sure.
Out there looking for her every day, and she's missing. And our job, our primary job here, is to find her and to try and find her safe and well.
Okay.
Now, we believe that you know something about where she is, and that's why we're here, to look for her and to try and find her. And that's why we're talking to you now, is to try and get you to have a good think about it and tell us anything you can about whether or not you're to find her.
Okay. Well, I am in financial, and I've been lent on by, I don't know who they are. They're a group, a gang, whatever. And they told me, right, I need to go and pick up girls and give them to them. So, I said, not happening. And it then came through that they're going to harm my family, take them away, and they'll use them instead. At that point I had no option to try and find somebody. So I don't, there's a couple of names. I was told a place to take her. That's it. That is all I know. I handed it to this group of people.
Tell me about them. I need to find them. Tell me everything you know that I
Okay.
think that you'll help me.
There
find.
was a white Sprinter van. They it was between sort of Lenham, Maidstone area that I dropped her off. I still don't know. I don't know. They just I just parked my car up, and then the van come up behind me, flashed me. They all jumped out, and then they took this girl. They said, you've done good, and I don't know whether my family's going to be alright still, but they threatened to take my family away from me. So at that point, I'm doing what I can to protect my family. That's it. So all I know is that it was a roundabout. We could drive there now. I could show you. But roughly, I don't know Lenham, Maidstone area at all.
If we did it on Google, if we did it on Google Maps, like Google Earth, if we drove it, would
Right.
you be able to do it?
I drove from Ashford to Maidstone.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
There's a roundabout that breaks up, I guess. So this is the first big roundabout you come to. You would carry straight over to Maidstone, but instead I went round that roundabout and back up another road, and at that point I was flashed and pulled over. 3 guys got out, opened my door, opened that door, pushed me out against the front of the car, took the girl, drove off. That's it. They said we'll be in touch. So I'm here, I'm off work with stress because I'm here to protect my family. I want to be here 24/7 for my family. They come from my family. I've got nothing myself. I've got no choice.
I'll go back through the route with you in a minute, alright? But how do they contact you? How did you contact them?
I tried to throw one of their call girls and rip her off. So she's told them, and they've got me. So
How do they, no, but how do they contact you? How is it they've been in contact with you to make these threats?
they just tell me, be here. So Hotel Burston down in Folkestone, got to be here. Okay, so I turned up. But I've got no mobile number, and they have got my mobile number. They're obviously outside watching, following. I just, honestly.
How are they telling you to be there? How is it they're giving those directions?
Yeah, they'll come outside. So they'll be outside here.
Yeah.
And then they'll say, right, you're going to be in Folkestone at this time, or you're going to be in Ashford at this time. That's it. There's no links, no telephone numbers. I'm completely on my own, but at the same time being threatened. It had Romanian plates on the van, white, like Mercedes Sprinter type van. There's a transporter.
It was complete bullshit, and police knew it immediately. They had his phone data, they had CCTV, they had everything. March 10th. Sarah's remains are found in the pond. Wayne Couzens is formally charged with kidnap, rape, and murder. In July 2021, he pleads guilty to all charges. September 2021, sentencing. The judge hands down a whole life order. One of the rarest sentences in UK law. Wayne Couzens will never be released from prison. He will die behind bars. Sarah Everard was 33 years old. She was bright, ambitious, kind. She had her whole life ahead of her. She was just walking home. She did everything right. She stayed on well-lit streets. She called her boyfriend. She was in a familiar area. And when a police officer stopped her, she did exactly what she was supposed to do. She complied. She trusted the badge. And that trust was weaponized by a predator with a warrant card. This case sent shockwaves across the UK and around the world. It forced a reckoning about women's safety, police accountability, and the dangers of unchecked authority. Colleagues had nicknamed Wayne Couzens the rapist for making women uncomfortable. There were complaints about his behavior, red flags everywhere. But none of it stopped his career. None of it protected Sarah. Her name will never be forgotten.